The time being 6:01 on August 18th, I'd like to call the Abington Select Board meeting to order. Would you please rise for Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence for Marjorie Rump, who was a cafeteria worker who served 25 years in that position. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, first up, announcements. I'm going to go a little out of order before I get to you, Bill. Chief, would you like to come up?
Thank you for the opportunity. The Abington Police Department had some excitement earlier today. As I said at the station earlier, some of the three biggest moments you can have in a career is graduating the police academy, celebrating a retirement, and then, of course, a promotion. And the gentleman behind me today is introducing to the town for the very first time is Sergeant Andrew Resendez, just getting promoted. We are anticipating, well, we will have a retirement next week. Sergeant Mark Watt will be leaving us after a 30-plus year career. And so thanks to leaving civil service, and we're able to just absolutely promote someone in time to be sort of field trained before the person goes out. And when Sergeant Resendez hits the ground running by himself after some training, he'll be ready to go. A little bit about him: he came to us after working a few years in some college police departments in Boston in 2022, and he has been really a little bit of everything for us. He's a firearms trainer, everything there is to know about firearms, and helps out the guys like me who don't know a whole lot about firearms. He is on the tactical bike unit, which is the metro unit where, for crowd control and even for events at the stadium. It's just it's a great opportunity for us to have representation in that, and you see them when we have Founders Day and the St. Patrick's Day parade. You'll see the guys on the bikes. Sergeant Resendez is a part of that program, and he'll go around and help other towns too. It's just it's a really exciting time for he and his wife, Officer Helena Resendez, and really for all of us at the Abington Police Department to get a chance to really introduce some new leadership that we know is just going to soar and make us better. Every day I challenge the group to, if they want to do something, to just go out and do it, and do it to make us better. And Sergeant Resendez, being in his position, certainly does that. So I'd just like to introduce Sergeant Andrew Resendez. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Bill, I'll start with you.
I have a few. I apologize ahead of time. First one's going to be from the DPW. We'll start with they're having a pre-construction meeting on August 28th for Chestnut and Hancock. And then we're going to move on to an exciting part for some people. There's going to be some paving. Coleman Street, Hershey Lane, Captain Standish, Washington, Adams and Shaw, Plymouth Street from Central to Kemba Circle are all going to be paved. There will be no sidewalks due to funding issues, but those streets are going to be paved finally. And then there's going to be some gardens, basins, and the two basins. There's two basins in town. One of the gardens will be here at Town Hall, and the other one will be at Arnold Park. And this is for like a rainwater.
Oh, the rain garden?
Yes.
As part of the MS4 permit?
So that process is also starting. And there's some other stuff coming up that's exciting I will put on my page. Thank you to John for getting all this stuff done and the employees of the DPW. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge the members of the Plymouth County Dive Team and Rescue from the Fire Department. They've had a lot of call-outs this summer. It's extra duty for them. It's a program they take and do all kinds of extra training for, so I think they should get a little bit more of acknowledgement for that. They make us look good as a community. So Chris Cotty's the Deputy Director of the Tech Rescue Team, Justin Silva, Andrew Basato, Mike Concanon, Kyle Jeria and Anthony Gonzo, they all made extra strides to be on this team, and I think they deserve a little bit of acknowledgement. And lastly, I would like to acknowledge and convey our condolences to the towns of Marshfield, Taunton, and Quincy on the current situation with suicide awareness and the suicides that they've dealt with this week and a half. Just condolences to them. That's all I got.
Ian? Ken?
Just remind everyone about the Abington Copes 5K Race and Walk. That is on Sunday, September 20th at 9 a.m. at the Woodsdale School. Food trucks, DJ, family fun. If you go to Abington, in small letters, Copes, COPES.org, you can sign up for that. But that's a big event every year, and the money goes to Abington Copes, who I think they were here a while ago, and they're talking about a youth center, so it's a good event.
Me? Nothing major, just a reminder that school, first day back to school is September 2nd, and I know I'm looking forward to
Thank
that. Yep, and then also this little piece of history, today, Tuesday, or I guess it wasn't Tuesday then, the 18th, in 1920, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution guaranteeing American women's right to vote was ratified as Tennessee became the 36th state to approve it, so, just a little,
Congratulations.
Do you remember that, when that happened?
no, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm thankful for Tennessee. Thank you.
All right, I have a bunch. So first, I'll start with, and Ken, I know you were heavily involved with this, I think your last time you were on the select board, in Affordable Housing Trust, the Habitat for Humanity House at 871 Plymouth Street. It's almost done. September 10th, they're going to be having the dedication. I couldn't pull up the time. I'm sure we can post something on social media once. 5 to 6. Okay. And there's still time slots available to volunteer over at the house. I think there's a couple days in August and a couple days in September. If you go to sshabitat.org, you can see the days and sign up. Secondly, I'm going to get into the sports stuff. Abington Little League Baseball's 10U, 11U, and 12U summer baseball travel teams all won their respective championships, so thanks to all the coaches, the parents that bring their kids to all the games, and the players that, you know, being one of the coaches this summer, just watching the kids progress from the start of the season in the spring, then into summer baseball, it's so rewarding to watch, and they all did great. And then 2 weeks ago, we had the ribbon cutting over on Arnold Park for the 2 street hockey courts. I'd like to commend Brian Woodford, John Waters, John Stone and the DPW, Parks and Rec, Dandel Construction, Alex Bezanson, and the Bruins alumni for getting that project up and going and, you know, finally having a home for Abington street hockey. And another one is South Shore Recycling Co-op is having a hazardous waste drop-off on September 12th for the towns of Abington, Whitman, and East Bridgewater. Drop-off's going to be at the Whitman DPW. You can go to the South Shore Recycling Co-op to sign up.
If I may.
Yep.
You used to be able to just pull up and open up your trunk, but now you have to sign up ahead of time. That's important. They're busy, so.
That's good. On August 27th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., Southfield redevelopment project, they're going to be providing an update on upcoming construction. It's going to be held at the Tufts Library at 46 Broad Street in Weymouth. I think we can, there's a flyer that, I don't know if
We can put it on.
the contract or if Southfield, they put out a flyer, I think we can put that on the
Yes.
town website for anybody that wants to go to that. Abington Police Association Golf Tournament is going to be held on September 23rd, 2026 at 9 a.m. at Old Scotland Links. Proposing maybe we have a select board team, past and present members included. And lastly, I'd like to thank Abington resident AJ Snyder and his company Sullivan and McLaughlin for donating their time and materials to install the new power to the new snack shack over at Island Grove. Save the town a couple $1,000s doing that work. And that's all I have.
That's nice.
Mr. Chair, should I have one more? I forgot one.
Go right ahead.
On behalf of Amy at the Senior Center, I'd like to thank everybody that's helped out in the absence of a few employees over the past few months. She appreciates it. Just wanted to convey that.
Our own town manager is a five-star
The chef over there.
five-star chef over there.
Yes.
You're too kind. A lot of people, though, to Mr. Cormier's point, it's been great to see so many people, I know that Nicole and Paul have been there, other members have been there, Bill's been there, fire chief, police chief, just so many people coming in to help out, so I think we've had headway, we've identified a part-time chef, and I'm going to talk to Amy tomorrow. I think if he's not able to cover tomorrow, I'll be there Thursday, and then hopefully he'll kick in next week, so it'd be great for them.
Oh, one more that popped up. So there's two more summer concerts. Sunday, it's the Aldous Collins Band, and then next week, it's Dale and the Duds.
Will you be dressing up?
I will not be dressing up.
I
Well,
vote,
he'll be done anyway.
I vote to bring Elvis back. I vote to bring Elvis back.
And that's it for announcements. The time already being past, 6:05. Go to our first public hearing. The Select Board will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, August 18, 2026, at 6:05 PM at Town Hall, 500 Glenowitz Way, on the request by AB Mart, Inc., 852 Hancock Street, Abington, to transfer ownership of all corporate stock to sole current owner by sole current owner, resulting in need for change of corporate manager principals to Ashish Kumar Patel, manager.
I'd make a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members. Kevin Riley, a lawyer, attorney practicing in Randolph, here on behalf of AB Mart. I have both buyer and seller here in the audience with me. Basically, what we have here is a transfer of ownership by a sale of the corporate stock, which necessitates a change of the corporate officers, change of stock ownership approval, and also a change of manager. Ashish Patel, who would be the sole owner and new manager, sole stockholder as well, is a gentleman who has several convenience stores. He's well experienced in the industry. He is looking forward to taking over the operation of this particular store. It is located, if you don't know, at 852 Hancock Street. It's been there for a bit. It's been a store that, as far as I'm aware, has been well-run over the course of time. No incidents, no issues with compliance, anything like that. And likewise, in his other establishments, he does a good job there. Never any issues with those. So we would just again ask for the board's approval of the transfer of the stock, the change of officers, and the change of manager as is reflected in the application.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
Looks like everything's in order.
See if anybody in the audience has.
Anybody in the audience have any questions? Or bring back to the board? Bring back to the board. Somebody want to make a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion to close the public hearing.
No second.
All those in favor? Aye. Unanimous?
That's to close, now you had a motion to approve.
I was just gonna, I'll make the motion to approve the transfer.
Do I have a second?
No second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
Congratulations. Welcome to Abington.
Good luck.
All right, with the time already being past 6:10 PM, public hearing to determine whether dogs owned by or kept by Robert and Mary Wojciechowski, 10 Coburn Lane, are nuisance and dangerous dogs. Discussion and possible vote. Make finding and issue orders. don't even know, do we need to even open this hearing because it's going to be continued to our next meeting?
I don't think so. Do we?
I would open it and then
Discuss
do a
the
continue,
emails?
yes.
Okay. So
The
I'll make a motion.
continuation.
Would someone like to make a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion.
A second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So I know you guys get some emails, there's some correspondence going on between the lawyers, and basically the dogs are not on the property, they're in training right now, and they're not gonna be brought back to the property until, they might not even be brought back to the property, correct?
That is correct. That's an option, yep.
We'll revisit this at our next meeting if we have to.
Is there anybody here for this public meeting?
I don't see anybody.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, are you guys? You're here for this?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, hold on.
For the,
But this is fine. We don't need to be heard.
okay. Anybody else have any questions? I'll bring it back to the board then.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second. Oh, what?
I would, before we close the hearing, I would make a
Okay.
motion to postpone action on this item for the next select board meeting.
I will make that motion considering that the dogs are no longer on the property. Okay, so I will make that motion to do it to our next meeting.
Second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now you
Unanimous.
now you can
Now,
close.
motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
aye.
Aye. Item 1, vote on the meeting minutes for July 1st, 2026, July 13th, 2026, and July 20th,
Thank you
2026.
for coming.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'm going to abstain from July 1st, because I was not present at that meeting. That was the leftover of a after morning meetings, which I will know. I work for a living, so I cannot make
Yep.
morning meetings, so I'm going to abstain from that.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written
For July 1st or for
for all of them.
all of them?
Yeah.
We have a second? Well, actually, you want to do them individually since
Yeah.
you're abstaining from the first one?
And I'll have to abstain as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do them individually. I'll make a motion to accept the July 1st minutes as written.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye. I'll make another motion,
You weren't here for that
I
either,
read,
yeah.
yeah.
Abstain.
I'll make another motion to accept the July 13th, 2026
I'll second.
minutes as written.
Nicole seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
And July 20th?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written for July 20th, 2026.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And you abstain, right, for that one?
Yep.
Could I ask the town manager a question relevant to that,
Yes, sir.
July 20th? Two candidates for the health agent. Are you going to speak about that in your town manager's report, or what's the process happening now?
So I am going to speak about that in my report, yeah.
I know that,
Okay.
what happened, but, okay, I just want to be sure. Thank you.
All right, item number 2, discuss, interview, and appoint trash advisory committee. Applicants, there were 9 applicants: John Nickley, Kenneth Garofalo, Ann Welch, Thomas Dion, Bob Manning, Frank McCormick, Brian Hailstone, Benjamin Pond, and Peter Walters.
If I could, Mr. Chairman,
You can.
this is, well, if it works out, it was my brilliant brainstorm idea. If it doesn't, then the board, it's the board.
We'll all take that.
No, but I am delighted to see, there's so much talk about nobody wants to get involved, we can't get volunteers, and we have, I think, plethora is a good word
Oh, yeah.
to use. We have a great number of excellent candidates. So this is a thing that we brainstormed, and, you know, we came up with a random number of members. There are, along these 9 people who put their names in, there is a Board of Health person who's already been chosen, and a Finance Committee member who's already been chosen. So that would make 11 members, right?
If we appointed everybody
2,
here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 people applied. I would like to see us change the way the committee is made up, because I really feel there is so much ground to cover, and the more the merrier. They can break off and talk about recycling, they can talk about budget issues and new contracts and whatnot. So I would, with the board's permission, I would like to see everybody that is stepping up and volunteering to be appointed to this trash advisory committee. We might have to change the makeup first. The motion would be to change the makeup. But then I'd like to see everybody that stepped up and put their names forward. Either that, or we can ask everybody that was here tonight to talk, and we'll ask them each a dozen questions. It'd be fun. That was a joke.
No,
Smart.
I reading all of their applications and just knowing some of the people, I agree 100% with you, Ken.
Okay. So I will make a motion that the committee be made up of 12 members. The 9 people who applied, the Board of Health member, the Finance Committee member, and a member of the Board of Selectmen to be appointed, maybe as an ex officio, so they'll still be at, meaning they won't vote, but they can kind of run the meeting or get the group started and be the contact person
Liaison.
between the advisory group and the Board of Selectmen. So 11 voting members. I'd like to make that motion if we could.
I will second that as I echo Ken's comments about allowing everybody that applied because they all bring unique skills and whatnot. And I was thinking the same way. So I will second Ken's motion.
Okay. Did you name the people off? Yeah. You did, okay. I was like, from a little bit, okay.
For a point of discussion, are we sure that we can do that in this setting with that motion? Just change the format of the group?
We created the committee, so.
Okay, very well.
Who's the FinCom member?
I can tell you who they appointed if you want to know.
Yeah.
Their appointment was Barbara,
Oh, perfect, okay.
and the Board of Health, I think Katie Van Ness stepped up to do that.
Okay. And then are we appointing did we already do a select board member?
We gotta vote on this first, then we
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Appoint ours.
Yeah. So we have a motion and a second already?
I'll tell you, it's not as much fun as having everybody come up and talk to us, though.
We haven't voted yet, so we can
Well,
still.
if you know some of these members, there's a curfew in town.
Yeah.
Bob.
I appreciate that very much, Ken.
And Tom has so much information, so it would go on, so.
All right, so the motion is second. All those in favor? Aye. And I'll make the motion to appoint Ken as our representative for the select board.
Second.
Beat you to it.
You say no? I'm actually excited about this group because it's been a while and we put it off and we really need to act on the trash in town. We have a good system going and I like to see some new ideas and a way to increase recycling and all different things. So we have a great group of people. So thank you all for everybody who signed up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mr. Chairman, did you take a separate vote for changing the number from 4 to 9?
I think we
Did we
lumped it
do
all
it?
in one
You
motion.
did it all into one? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was only seconded to appoint Ken. I just want to make sure we do vote on
Yeah.
that. So.
All those in favor? Aye.
I'm
You-
abstaining.
All right.
Okay, no, unanimous. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, item 3.
Meeting tomorrow night. I will reach out to everyone if that's all right, and we'll pick a good date to meet.
All right, item 3, vote to authorize Michael Maresco, town manager, to sign the traffic control agreement for the safety improvement project regarding Randolph Street and Richard A. Fitz Drive, also known as Route 139, at Chestnut Street and Old Randolph Street in Abington.
Just, if I may, Mr. Chairman, I, like all legal agreements with the state or any entity, I sent them to town council, and town council said, without taking a look at the charter, even though it says the town manager to sign, it's always a good thing just to have the board to authorize, so it's just authorizing me to sign.
Anybody have any questions?
This isn't the rotary.
No, so this is the,
Where is this?
so this is if you're coming out of Woodsdale School, take a left, take a right.
Right.
Take a right, yeah.
Going to the left.
The
would
other
be-
dangerous.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I'll make the motion to allow Mr. Marusco to sign on behalf of the town.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Unanimous.
Thank you.
Item 4, vote on reappointment to open space for Mark Grasso.
Make a motion?
Anybody in the audience want to speak? No? Okay, bring it back to the board. You want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second? Motion to what? To-
Appoint Mark Grassa to Open Space Committee? Reappoint?
Seconded.
And seconded, all those in favor? Aye. Unanimous. Item 5, town manager's update.
Okay, Town Manager's update, working on the 9/11 25th anniversary ceremony will take place on September 7th, which is Labor Day, at 6:30 in the evening in the Police Department parking lot by the 9/11 Memorial. We had another meeting actually today, too.
Do you want to just explain why we're doing it
Sure.
on that day instead of on
Yes.
the 11th?
So Christy Coombs, who I know residents are very familiar, her husband died on that tragic day. She's always at the State House for the ceremony that they have at the state capitol. So she asked if we would consider holding the ceremony because it is the 25th. She'd like it to be in town and she'd like to be able to participate. So the committee agreed that that made perfect sense to do that. We've had a couple of good meetings. Schools are participating, there's singers, there's kids participating in programs, the superintendent, the principal of the high school, the assistant principal, Adam, our veterans agent, police and fire, the town manager, and others. So we're going to do it at 6:30. We'll have a little refreshments and lemonade and cookies inside, and police and fire will be there in full dress, Class A uniforms, and the scouts will be participating, veterans will be participating. To do a Pledge of Allegiance. There'll be, Christy Coombs will be speaking, and, slips my mind, the Reverend, who was a military officer. Thank you, Mr. Coyle, for saving me. She'll be doing benediction and some religious words for folks. So we got that going on, and we'll have something up on the website. And we're going to be putting stuff out on social media, because we want to make sure it is Labor Day. People are coming home from the last vacation. Kids are getting ready to, get back into school and stuff like that. So we want to make sure there's a really good show. Update on the Board of Health agent. We had 2 finalists. I did the background check on one, didn't work out, and we were left with just one candidate, and we went back out. We adjusted the salary. We didn't really have a really big pool. We adjusted the salary by about $5,000 to be a little more competitive. We sent it back out. Deadline's next week. So we have 2 or 3 good candidates, new candidates that hadn't applied the last time that applied this time. Same thing with the treasurer collector. Treasurer collector, we got 1 candidate from Texas to apply. So the reason is we're very low. So I adjusted that salary by $6,500, and we put that back out, and we have 2 good, strong candidates right now. That deadline is next week, so hoping to get those filled. Also, our payroll clerk, we have that, has been posted, so that just went out last week, so we have 3 more weeks on that. We also have an ad being posted tomorrow. Jim Concanon, who was the bookkeeper in the treasurer's office, retired. So I've been working with the union on getting the job description put together in the ad. That will go out tomorrow. First it goes, because that's a union position, it will be posted on the union board, which is in the snack room, and union members would have first opportunity to apply for that. If no one applies, then we go out with that to the general public. We did go out, the payroll clerk is a union position, but there was no one, Mary, who's the shop steward, said there was no one in the union that was interested in that position, so we were able to go right out with that. So we have that going on. Like I said, the part-time chef, We've potentially have someone lined up for that, so I continue to work on the compost site. John and John are incredible down there. We've removed all the 3 years of Christmas trees from that area. We had some gravel put down. DPW has been extraordinary on the support down in that area. I just called this week. We filled up all the bins with mattresses and sheet metal and stuff like that, so we called the companies to come and take all that stuff away to do that. And when I was on the phone today, the gentleman from the company that we use told me there's a grant program. He's going to send me information, but people pay to throw their refrigerators away, but they might be able to get a rebate on what they pay. So he's going to send me the information, so that would be great for our residents, because he said we're really pushing out a lot of refrigerators, so.
That's good information for the Trash Advisory Committee.
Yes, absolutely. I've been meeting with Strawberry Valley Golf Course, and as folks know, Mr. Trefant made a nice donation. They're working on putting together plans. There's been a number of iterations of, what the course would look like. They're not adding more holes, but they're repositioning a couple of holes to prevent some issues that are happening with the neighbors, increasing the green space and some others. So it's a while, but every once in a while, they'll come up and keep me updated on what's going on. So it's exciting. Rainey told me that a lot of the regular members are excited about some of the potential changes and making the area a little bigger. Hosted a meeting with the residents from Indian Brook Road. There were some issues, including speeding. Nick and Chief Bonnie were great about getting out there, talking to a couple of the neighbors, and, we'll keep an eye on the speeding, so we dealt with that. Reviewed the emergency regs for Cannabis Control Commission. It's really no effect to our local businesses. I had planning and zoning and take a look at them, as well as town council. The commission used emergency process to update their regulations to increase license ownership caps and daily purchasing limits in order to comply with their Chapter 65 of the Acts of 2026, which was their act modernizing the Commonwealth's cannabis laws. Chapter 65 gave the commission 60 days from when the governor signed the law on April 19th to increase the adult use retail license cap from 3 up to 6 licenses. The statute provides exclusivity period for social equity businesses, and those are businesses comprised of ownership of individuals who are social equity partners. I signed off on, if you go by the construction site, you'll see more and more of the dirt, the unsuitable materials are going. The ironic thing, they're actually being shipped to Everett, which is a town I grew up in. Maybe they're going to be used to fill in some areas for that new soccer field or something if they ever build it. The removal of the unsuitable materials allows the necessary paving to get done now that
Did you
they're...
have anything to do with them going to Everett?
No, no, it was just weird. I got the manifest to sign, because I have to sign anything going out of town, being shipped somewhere, you sign. And I have to rely on the scientists and the consultants to tell me it's okay to be
Should they have
shipped.
a landfill up there to cap, maybe?
Not a landfill, but probably that area. It's going to that construction site area, which is right by the water, across from the
If you
casino.
were still up at Everett, would you accept it?
Pardon me? If it listen, they did a great job with the Monsanto property up there. They put 10 feet of concrete on top of it and about 15 or 20 feet of fill on top of that, and developed it, so anything's possible. Reviewed information from South Shore Recycling Cooperative with Claire Galawowski. We have a Zoom board meeting tomorrow. They're having a household hazardous waste collection day for Abington, East Bridgewater, Hanson, and Whitman on September 12th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The one caveat is we're going to get the flyers out. On the flyer, there's a QRC code, and you have to click on it, and you have to register to be able to drop off your chemicals. Working, I had a resident call. He's having some issues with BAT, and he wanted some stuff posted on the BAT buses and trains.
I
And
thought you meant bats.
BAT.
So Joe came, I thought I remembered.
I should be much clearer, Mr. Coyle, the Brockton area transportation. So Gentleman called, I'm trying to help him out and see if we can help. I also spent Saturday, a couple of weeks ago, cutting the lawn at Griffin's Dairy. It was a fun experience. It was a beautiful day. A lot of people stopped by to say hi. I think they were surprised to see the town manager out there cutting the lawn, but
Cooking, cutting,
it was
doing all the
it was a
things.
fun day.
Driving the bus.
Yeah?
I need something sewed.
That I don't do, no.
Ellen probably can.
I am actually pretty good. I do like children, yeah. Okay, work with Christo, as folks know, we have a water emergency. Notices have been published, and, people need to conserve and stuff like that. So notices are out, they're on our website, they're on Rockland's website, they're posted around town. So we got that information out there for our residents. I'm working on a massive project, so isn't all of the select board members and our town council. Working on the executive session meeting minutes. It was all from a public record request from a resident, requesting all of the executive session meeting minutes from 1975 through 2026. So we will be spending many, many months on reviewing these. That's an ongoing project. Working on the dangerous dog hearing, which we saw was postponed to our next meeting. Had the opportunity to participate in the Veterans Transportation Vehicle reveal this week with a number of the select board members at Blue Collar Customs. They were the company that stepped up and they wrapped the vans. The vans are out in the parking lot. People want to take a look. The newest van is parked as you come in. The older van's parked in the back. And, I got to give kudos to Blue Collar because they, certainly they stepped up to do the new one. They also stepped up to do the older vehicle, and they wanted that to look as nice for the veterans. And really, it's a great service that we have through our Veterans Office, where we have volunteers that will drive veterans to and from their doctor's appointment. And it's very exciting. There were a lot of people to thank. When you go down the road and start thanking people, I certainly want to thank. We had a number of people. Yaz has stepped up with the refreshments.
Abington Sunoco.
Abington Sunoco does all the repairs for free on both of the vehicles. They've just been fantastic. They also serviced, as you may remember, Adam was before the board with that older Lincoln Town car that went to a veteran that didn't have a car. So they stepped up and serviced that also. So
That's the first thing I noticed coming up here this afternoon is the van parked right out there.
right out there, yeah. They're actually going to be parked in the back. If anyone sees the old Council on Aging, Andrew has 2 signs. They're going to have reserved parking spaces for the vans. So they'll be out there. Special thanks also to Adam and Lisa for the great job that they do taking care of our veterans. Participated with the board in the Arnold Park ribbon cutting. That was an exciting project, and all of the kids were there to play street hockey. It was hundreds and hundreds of kids, and thanks to all the coaches and parents, volunteers, and also attended the swearing in of Abington's newest police sergeant today with the select board at the police station. That was great to see, and the residents had a chance to see the sergeant. Now, I do want to recognize in our audience, we're very fortunate, we have Bradley Ray. He's a CPA. He put together the internal control policies for the DPW. He's here. He's at the DPW. This goes all the way back to some issues that we were having in the town in 2017, and an Inspector General's report dated August 16, 2023. And a solution to that was these internal control policies. And I have spoken to the chair, and I just want to invite Bradley Ray just to come up and maybe introduce yourself, and in a future select board meeting we'll have, I know he's in another state, but we can have him on Zoom to come and talk in greater detail about the internal controls.
Thank you, Mr. Maresco, Mr. Chair, members of the board. No, I appreciate it. I know it was a bit of a short notice. As Mr. Maresco, as he mentioned, I was engaged by the board or by Mr. Maresco's predecessor previously. Essentially what it is yes, it's to formalize internal control policies and address some issues from the past, and to remediate a lot of the risks associated with that. Said simply, my role essentially would be as an internal audit function, an outsourced internal audit function that would report functionally to the board on behalf of the taxpayers to put into place measures that would ultimately protect taxpayer assets and make sure that we're maximizing efficiencies. By professionally, so Mr. Marisco mentioned I am a CPA. I do come from the firm PricewaterhouseCoopers, and I specialize in internal control over financial reporting and auditing. I was very well involved in the Sarbanes-Oxley Act and helping publicly traded companies with that mess after WorldCom and Enron. I have a very unique set of expertise, or a repertoire of competency and knowledge and familiarity with things as it relates to internal control. And I'm here for the town to help put those things into motion when you have that constraint of so few people, but to find ways that we can still make sure that we're protecting taxpayer assets and maximizing efficiencies. So I will be making myself available to you. I would like to formally be on, to be a part of a meeting in the future. I can dial in remotely, but ultimately I'm here to report to you and to do what I
And we'll have your
can.
email address, so if we have any
Yes, sir.
questions, we can reach out to you and.
Yes, Mr. Chair. In fact, there's a few very critical reports that I have from a risk assessment internally within Town Hall, but some of the satellite departments, areas that I would like for you to, some things I'd like you to know about, and I would really like to get that report to you for your review. It is confidential, and I would like to make sure that you get that. So I appreciate the time.
Thank you for coming all the way from Denver to see us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And that was my report.
Thank you.
All right. Item 6, vote on executive session meeting minutes from July 13th, 2026 and July 20th, 2026 Select Board meetings. During the executive session held on July 13th, the Select Board voted to release the minutes of executive sessions held on the dates listed below with certain redactions involving named individuals' rights to privacy. Dates are May 7th, May 14th, May 21st, May 29th, May 31st, June 18th, June 25th, August 27th, October 22nd, November 26th, July 22nd, August 15th, September 9th, 1990, October 28th, 1991, February 24th, March 9th, March 23rd, September 28th, and November 23rd, all of 1992, February 7th, March 28th, April 25th, April 30th, June 13th, July 11th, July 25th, August 22nd, August 29th, September 6th, September 12th, September 19th, October 3rd, October 17th, October 24th, November 14th, November 21st, December 5th, December 19th, all of 1994.
Page 2.
Thank God it switches years now. February 13th, February 27th, March 13th, March 27th, May 8th, May 22nd, May 30th, June 26th, July 24th, September 11th, October 2nd, October 10th, November 27th, and December 11th of 1995, January 6th, January 22nd, February 5th, February 26th, March 11th, March 11th again, March 25th, April 8th, April 22nd, April 29th, May 6th, May 28th, June 24th, July 8th, July 22nd, August 12th, September 9th, October 15th, October 28th, and October 12th of 1996.
No, that's November 12th, 1990.
January 9th, 1996.
The last one is November.
Yeah.
Yeah, November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And would somebody like to make the
Yeah.
motion on that?
Yeah, I move that the board vote to confirm the votes taken during its July 13, 2026 meeting to release the executive session minutes from the meetings listed in the supplement to the agenda for this meeting, to approve the cover memo, and to have the minutes along with the memo posted on the town's website with other select board meeting minutes.
Second? Or do we have to do a roll call?
Bef-
Second?
Before we vote, question, are those also going to be put over at the at the library with all the regular meeting minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Through you, can I? So with respect to the motion, it says supplement, but the dates were actually put in the body of the agenda, so we can take that out. And just as a point of clarity for members of the public, we've been doing this for the past several weeks, and the board met in executive session to consider whether these minutes could be released to the public because the purpose of the executive session was no longer applicable, meaning there was no need to keep them confidential. Generally speaking, things involving personal, medical, or employment information of a named individual have been redacted. Almost everything else has been released. And what we did was we're doing them in batches, and with each batch, there'll be a cover memo that lists out the reasons for any redactions. They'll all be together and they'll be put into the library and the town's website so that they're accessible to everyone.
And if I could just add to that, because I brought it up at all the other meetings, it's not something that's, oh my God, they're hiding things. What happens is town managers come and go, no offense. Boards change all the time. These go back quite a way, and you go into executive session, we can't release those minutes because we're talking about people. And then they fell by the wayside. You just kind of forget about them releasing, which is not right. But obviously, it's happening for years, so this, we're gonna correct, we're writing it wrong.
Well, and along the way, the law changed too, so we have to do this.
Yes. And there are still a few things that we're redacting, because, people, issues might still be happening.
Right.
People might still have some issues, but we are releasing as much as we can.
Almost 50 years.
It's crazy. I'm looking back, and I go, I was on the board, but I wasn't on the board for any of these, I don't think, which is
Yet.
pretty good.
Not yet.
And I was on the board for 9 years, so.
Through you, Mr. Chair, and just so you know, I mean, Abington is not the only town going through this. We're getting lots and lots of these requests.
That's good for you.
Hey,
You have to come out at night, so.
yeah. But, yeah, so, there's obviously no intentional wrongdoing here. And in fact, most of these go back to a time when it wasn't required that you do this even. So, I think the town is being very proactive and doing this in a good way that is very transparent to the public.
And I will add too, we've been looking at these minutes, and there's nothing salacious about any of them. They're kind of not boring, but
We
they
have-
were
yes, we have
important at the
stories.
time.
We haven't been to your years yet.
My name hasn't popped up once. Actually.
It
Well,
did.
yeah, but
So it was seconded, I believe.
You want to amend it? So instead of supplement, it would be body of?
Sure. Should I repeat it with the correction? Is that what we want to do then?
I'm sorry.
Replacing body with supplement?
And then the rest of it's fine.
What?
Replace supplement with body.
Right, replace supplement. So-
Yes,
Okay,
read
so
it
I
again.
move that the board vote to confirm the votes taken during its July 13, 2026 meeting to release the executive session minutes from the meetings listed in the body of this agenda for this meeting, to approve the cover memo, and to have the minutes along with the memo posted on the town's website with other select board meeting minutes.
We have a second?
Second?
We have to roll call this or no? Just when we go into executive session, right?
This could just be over.
This is just,
All
yeah.
right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. All right, next, during an executive session held on July 20th, 2026, the Select Board voted to release the minutes of executive sessions held on the dates listed below, with certain redactions involving named individuals' rights to privacy. Dates are August 13th, 2020, I'm just going to go date and finish with the year. August 13th, September 10th, September 24th, October 9th, October 22nd, all of 2001, June 12th, 2006, June 9th, July 14th, August 18th, September 22nd, all of 2008, January 26th, February 23rd, March 9th, and April 27th of 2009, May 26th, July 13th, September 14th, August 24th, September 14th, second set of minutes, November 9th, December 14th, all of 2009, November 8th, November 22nd, both of 2010, April 25th, 2011, January 24th, February 14th, February 28th, March 27th, April 20th, May 8th,
April 24th.
April 24th.
April 24th, May 8th, May 25th, June 26th, and July 10th of 2000, July 18th, July 24th, August 4th, September 25th, November 21st, November 27th, November 29th, December 5th, and December 19th, all of 2000.
I move that the board vote to confirm the votes taken during its July 20th, 2026 meeting to release the executive session minutes from the meetings listed in the body of the agenda for this meeting, to approve the cover memo, and to have the minutes along with the memo posted on the town's website with other select board meeting minutes.
I second.
You weren't there,
No.
right?
Oh, no, yes, I wasn't there.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And Nicole abstained.
Can I just add to it, anytime in the, on this board bitches that they meet too often, I mean, there's like 2 meetings a week and some of these, so, anyway, sorry.
All right, item 7, executive session. The select board intends to go into executive session during its August 18th, 2026 meeting to review minutes of executive sessions held on the dates listed below to determine whether and to what extent they should be released to the public. The dates are February 8th, February 22nd, March 1st, March 15th, April 26th, May 3rd, May 24th, June 14th, August 9th, August 23rd, December 13th, all of 1999. March 8th, March 22nd, April 5th, May 24th, exhibits and agenda, June 28th, July 12th, September 13th, September 27th, October 12th, November 22nd, and December 13th, all of 1999, June 26th, July 13th, August 17th, August 24th, September 14th, October 13th, November 9th, December 14th, December 21st, all of 1998, then January 25th, 1999, September 28th, October 26th, November 23rd, and January 11th, all of 1999.
1998.
1998.
98.
1998.
And then lastly, was it January 11th, 1998? Did you say that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it for this batch.
And the motion.
So, yeah,
This one we have to do a roll call.
I'll make the motion, or if you want, or
Yeah.
I move that the board vote to enter executive session pursuant to General Law 30A, Section 21A7, to comply with the requirements of General Law 30A, Section 22G2, to review minutes from past executive sessions held on the dates listed in the body of the agenda there, and to determine whether any or all such minutes may be made public, that we are not going to return to open session.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call. Bill?
William Cormier, aye.
Mr. Eddy?
Yes.
Yes.
Ken?
Yes.
Paul? And I'm a yes. Thank you.